Danielle, she and her sister never showed.
What?
Let me talk to him. Honey?
They're supposed to be here long ago. They're not answering their texts or calls, and now their mother is calling me.
I mean, could she have run out of gas?
With that girl, anything's possible.
I heard that. Something is not right.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, FuturisticMike, and I'm back with another video if you're new. Now, this is going to be the review and recap for Big Sky, Season 1, Episode 1. If you're a fan of Big Sky, if you love Big Sky, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so when I post videos on Big Sky, you get them. Now, this is a great show, man. I went into this not knowing what to expect, and I only started watching it because my mom and dad told me to watch it. They started watching it, and so I decided to turn it on and give it a try, and damn, this is a good-ass show. The description for the show reads, a private detective teams up with an ex-cop to solve a kidnapping case in Montana. I'm telling y'all, man, this is such a good show. It has some pretty known people starring in the show. Now, some of the main stars are Catherine Winnick and Kylie Bunbury. Catherine plays a woman named Jenny Holt, and then Kylie plays a woman named Cassie Duell. And you guys probably know Kylie Bunbury from a lot of different movies. She was in The Sitter with Jonah Hill. She was in Game Night with Jason Bateman. You know, she was in that show When They See Us. She was in a lot of different things. I can't think of the rest of the things off the top of my head, but man, this is a good show, I'm telling y'all. Then we have this guy on the show named Rick Legarsky, who's played by John Carroll Lynch, and he's been in a lot of different things too. But it's crazy how this dude is on this show. You know, there's such a twist at the end of the first episode. I'll get into that in a minute. And then also we have Jade Pettyjohn, who plays Grace Sullivan on this show, and she has a sister on the show named Danielle Sullivan, who's played by Natalie Allen Lind. And let me just say, Jade Pettyjohn, she's in that show Little Fires Everywhere, and she's also been in a lot of movies and stuff, and I really like her on this show, man. She is one tough girl on this show, and I just really love her. Now, the first episode is the pilot, and the description for this episode reads, Grace and Danielle are kidnapped by a long-haul trucker on a remote stretch of highway. Private detectives Holt and Duell search for the sisters. Now, when the episode first starts, we learn that Cassie Duell is sleeping with Jenny Holt's husband, Cody Holt, and it just gets crazy, man. There's tension between these two women right away, and they work together, so it's gonna be real hard for these women to work together in the future. She says she only did it because she thought that, you know, they were over. And she said she never would have slept with them if she knew they were still together. But I still don't think that's a good excuse because this is supposed to be her friend. Now, in this first episode, we meet Ronald. It's this lonely dude who still lives with his mother. He's 38 years old and he lives with his mother. He's a truck driver. He drives a truck for a living. And, you know, he goes to a truck stop and this prostitute comes up and asks if he wants company. So he says, yeah, she gets in the truck. You know, they start talking and kissing and stuff. And then he pulls out a taser and he tases her ass. And that's pretty much it for her. You know, this woman's name is Michelle, or at least that's her prostitute name. Her name on the show is Jerry Kennedy, who's played by Jesse James Keitel. And that's only the first girl that he kidnaps on this first episode. Then we see Danielle and Grace. They're driving to go and see Danielle's boyfriend, who is played by Gage Marsh. And on the show, his name is Justin Holt. He is the son of Cody and Jenny. The two girls are going to see him and going to visit. I'm not sure exactly where they're from or where they're coming from. I just know they're on a long road trip. Well, at one part, they're driving down the street and their car overheats. You know, the overheating light comes on, so they stop for a minute, and then a truck comes out of nowhere and almost hits them. So the driver, Danielle, she gets pretty pissed, and she tries to speed up and pass the trucker. And the dude driving it is, of course, this weird-ass dude, Ronald, and she passes him eventually, but this dude tries to run them off the road. And then later on in the episode, you know, they're in the middle of nowhere and their car stops. It overheats again, but this time it really stops and it won't start again. Well, they see some headlights and they're thinking that, you know, somebody's coming to help them and that it's a random car, but really it's this dude. And he already had road rage as it is. You know, he was getting pissed trying to run them off the road, but they had no idea this dude was a psycho, so they shouldn't have been trying to chase him and go past him and stuff. Grace was trying to tell Danielle not to do it and she wouldn't listen, but the truck driver stops behind their car. He gets out, busts the windows open, and he tases them and puts them in the back of the truck. Now, while they're in the back of the truck, they find that there's somebody laying in the back with plastic wrap all around them. They think this person is dead until they try to do like CPR on her, and it turns out she's still alive. Let's just skip towards the end of the episode. Towards the end of the episode, Cody, Jenny, and Cassie, they all want to know where these girls went because, you know, their son calls them and says that Danielle never made it to the house. So they think that's pretty weird. And girls have disappeared in this town in the past. So Cody goes out to try to investigate because he's a private detective or private investigator or whatever. And he calls the state trooper. So the state trooper meets him at his little lodge, you know, because the state trooper is staying at this little lodge. It's one of his little hideout spots. And Cody mentions that, you know, girls have gone missing in the past and he thinks it's connected to like truckers at truck stops and stuff. And so this state trooper says that he'll go with them to the truck stops and try to investigate. This state trooper gets in the car with them. He's talking to him for a second and then he pulls out a gun and shoots him. And this is the end of the episode. And this was so surprising to me because honestly, man, I really thought this dude, Cody Hope, was going to be one of the main stars of this series. I really did. He's played by Ryan Felipe, and I thought this dude was going to be a main star, and he dies in the first episode at the very end of the episode. I'm so shocked about it, man. I'm still shocked. I couldn't believe it. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward in this show. I think this show is going to have like 16 episodes in the first season, so I can't wait, man, to watch it every week. There's definitely something going on with this state trooper, and I know we'll find out in the next episode what he's really up to. He's probably working with that trucker dude, the dude who kidnapped all the girls, but we just gotta wait and see. But this is a really, really good show. I suggest you guys go and watch it. If you haven't seen it yet, stop what you're doing and go and watch it. I promise you it's worth the watch. But this was a really good first episode. Go and check it out. Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all Big Sky content in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me get out of here, y'all. It's your boy FuturisticMike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.